everyone for some more Apollo Justice, Ace Attorney here for Nintendo Switch, and we are ready to begin Day 2 of the investigation, though the way that we're going to investigate here is unlike how we've done it so far throughout, in the past throughout this Ace Attorney series. And this is going to take quite a bit. I'm figuring it's going to take about 4 episodes to get Day 2 of the investigation done. But we do have to be a little bit thorough here because we are trying to unlock every piece of the puzzle here. Exactly what happened 7 years ago and how it relates to the past. But before we start things here, hope you guys have an awesome day today. Hope you guys doing well. So without further ado, that trial 7 years ago was the beginning of it all. This I know beyond a doubt. The mysteries of the past work their magic on the present. But you'll soon be finding all this out for yourself. Which of McAfee Gramarye's disciples pulled that trigger? Where did the vanishing defendant Zach Gramarye go? What dark truth lurks behind the forged diary page? And what about the girl who was left behind? Here we go with the Mason system. We'll get to find out exactly how this thing works. The past left us these 4 keys to unlocking the truth. But that's not all. There are 4 keys in the present as well, and when all the questions have found their answers, the final trial will begin. But first, you must chase the truth through then and now. Think of it as a game. I, Phoenix Rick, will be your guide throughout this game. That terrible trial saw me present forged evidence. It ended, half-finished, when the defendant vanished. What became of me after that? As your investigation proceeds, the answer will become clear. Oh, and one more thing. There is something I must tell you. As Apollo Justice has his bracelet, so too do I have my own weapon of sorts. My Magatama. What does it do, you ask? That I would have you see for yourself. Well now, shall we begin? Use Eleanor to jump between the past and the present. But let's begin 7 years ago, in the past. It is right after my last child came to an abrupt end. Now that you know the game, let's play. Okay, first place we're gonna go to is Wright & Company Law Offices. The nightmare trial was over, and the new nightmare of figuring out what had happened had just begun. I wanted to wake up, to walk away, but I figured I'm the only one who could do this, probably. And besides, I had plenty of time. Thanks to the Bar Association Review Board's decision, it's hard to work when your attorney's badge has been taken away. 7 years ago, Wright & Company Law Offices. Oh, morning, Daddy. Ah, I'm so glad you came. You okay, Daddy? They picking on you? I'm fine, as always. This old boy is here to help me after all. That's young man of you. Good morning. That's a cute outfit you have on. Thanks, my first show's today, after all. 2 weeks had passed since then. I called her into my office. Trucy, there's something we need to talk about. It's been 2 weeks since your father disappeared. We need to start thinking about your future. I did some calling around. This is hard to say, but you have no living relatives. So, I was wondering if you wanted to stay with me for a while. Just until your daddy comes home. It won't be long. I hope. Of course, it's totally your choice. If you don't like it here, you can go wherever you'd like. I could look up some places you might like to stay at. This is so weird. Mr. Attorney, Daddy told me about you. He said I could trust you. Huh? Really? So, if I stay here, does that mean you'll be my family? Huh? I guess so. Getting weirder. Mr. Attorney? Actually, why don't you call me Nick? Or you can call me Daddy if you like. It doesn't have to be today or anything. Okay, say Daddy. That was quick. Yes? If I move here, I have to switch schools, right? And I was thinking I haven't paid for lunches at my last school for a year. So thanks, Daddy. Ah. Oh, in this office? It's a little blah. Little color goes a long way, you know. Ah. Oh, and Daddy, you got fired from work, right? Don't you worry one bit. I'll work twice as hard. We'll make it through this. Juicy, how old are you? Oh, I'm 8. But don't let appearances deceive you. I'm a young professional. Stick with me and you'll do just fine, Daddy. Ah, thanks. Why does it feel like she's already in charge? But we're gonna go ahead and talk more to Juicy. So, Daddy, you got fired from being a lawyer, right? You could at least kind of look aside or something when you say that. It's actually kind of hard for me, for Daddy. Oh, I'm sorry, Daddy. Wait, is that foolish pride? My other daddy always used to talk about that. Actually, that's pretty accurate. So, here's my idea. We'll make a new office. Law just seems so stiff, doesn't it? And no one will be my friend at school that way. Well, that won't do, I guess. I just don't know much about anything other than law. Or even much about law if you were to ask some people. Maybe the problem is calling it an office. We should run an agency instead. You mean like a talent agency? Forgive me for asking, but doesn't that require talent? You've got me, don't you? I'm a professional. A professional? Yep. After all, I am directly descended from the famous Zach Gramery. Directly descended? He's your father. Oh, and now I'm directly descended from the famous Phoenix Wright, too. I think an 8-year-old just massaged my ego. Could you tell me a bit more about your daddy or Zach Gramery? Daddy? Sure thing, Daddy. Which daddy was that again? Daddy's so amazing. The biggest star of True Gramery, and they're big. The Gramerys. They were on television a lot. Haven't seen them on much recently, come to think of it. Big magic happens when you put Zach and Val and Gramery together, you know. Once they made a giant waterfall right there on the stage. And this giant trout swam up the giant waterfall. Let me guess, so was a giant fisherman waiting for him at the top? I wish I could see more of Daddy's magic. Ugh, I shouldn't have brought it up so soon. I wonder what will happen to me with Daddy and Mommy both gone. Mommy? Yeah, what about Mommy? I haven't heard anything about Trucy's mother. But I have my magic, and a great daddy even if he is unemployed. You know, I think things are going to be okay. I wonder if she'll talk about her mother. But first, let's talk about this first. So, Trucy, you're a professional? Yes, it's like that thing they say. Baby frogs grow up to be frogs? They say that? I always thought it was funny, though. What was? Aren't baby frogs called tadpoles? Maybe they thought it would be easier to understand that way for kids. How stupid. Right, so in conclusion, you're a professional magician, Trucy? That's right. Well, wanna see a trick? Well, you're gonna do a magic trick? Yeah, please show me. Actually, I would like to see your trick. The future of the agency depends on it, after all. That's the spirit. Ready? Here goes. Ta-da! Hey folks, it's Mr. Hat. I gotta say, it's good to be seen. Ah. Whoa, that was startling. The amazing Mr. Hat, isn't he great? Your friendly neighborhood Mr. Hat at your service. He certainly makes an impression. Doesn't he? I'm so glad you like him, Daddy. Though my routines do get a bit heady at times, huh? Get it? Heady? My friendly neighborhood Mr. Hat nearly gave me a heart attack. The amazing Mr. Hat added a court record, Trucy's favorite trick, startlingly realistic. Now we can talk about Mommy. Could you tell me about your Mommy, if it's okay? Mommy was so pretty. She was like an angel up on stage. On stage, you mean with your daddy? Yep. She was always there with Zach and Valen, smiling. But then she went away. Went away? There's a grand illusion, but she made a mistake. She vanished, and I guess she didn't know how to get back. Maybe so. I cried then, a lot. That's when Daddy gave me this. Here. This is your mother? She's beautiful. Her name's Talassa Grammary. Poor girl, I didn't know her mommy had gone missing. And now her daddy's vanished too right before her eyes. Hey Daddy, you won't... Don't worry, I won't vanish, I promise. Right, you can even do magic. You're like a backup plan. Dad always says to have a backup plan. Guess all I rate is a backup plan. Trucy's locket added to the court record contains a photo of Trucy's mother, Talassa. I think that's probably enough for today. Sorry to ask you so much all at once like that. It's okay, after all, we're family. I just hope you're ready. The Ray Talent Agency opens tomorrow. What? But are we representing anyone? Me and you. That makes two, Daddy. I think you need more than that to make an agency. Besides, you may be a magician, but I'm no talent. Oh, I'm sure there's something you're good at. Well, when you put it that way... You mean you don't have any tricks? No old standbys? This will not do. A boy should always have a trick or two in his pocket. Okay, I'll think of something. That's the spirit. See you bright and early tomorrow, Daddy. Welcome to the team, Daddy-o. The team, right. Sometimes when magicians vanish, they leave something behind. That's how Trucy became Trucy Ray, my daughter. To be honest, I was pretty lost those first few days. Thinking back on it, it was a pretty dark time in my life. But Trucy, happy, smiling Trucy, she was my light. Okay, so we got Wright and Company Law Offices complete. You'll know when we complete each one because they have a check right beside them. But now we're going to be going to the Defendant Lobby number 2 now. "7 years ago, District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Didn't think I'd be back here for a while. I didn't want to have to remember that day. Though I deeply regret having to declare a verdict in this way. This trial is over. Ah, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Zack? There is one thing I wish to make clear. Today, in this courtroom, you cannot declare me guilty. What are you talking about? I am talking about this. Mr. Egnigmeyer, the defendants escaped. Find him, quick. Bailiff, close all exits from the building. On a double, he must not be allowed to escape. When I came here on that fateful morning, I still had my badge. But now, like an amputated limb, I can still feel it itching. Where do I start? I don't even have the authority to investigate. Hey, you there, sir. Down on the hands, floor on your head. Now. What's the big idea? My ears. No unauthorized personnel aren't allowed in here. But that would mean all unauthorized personnel are allowed. I'll just say it like it is, sir, and it's unusually wrong. Thrown out of the precinct, lost my friends, my girl, and even my wallet. We've met before, haven't we? On a case. 2 years ago? No recollection of that, sir. Huh? For me, working on a case is always in the present, progressive tense, sir. There is no past, there is only now, sir. Okay, you're the bailiff, right? Yes, sir. Court Bailiff Mike Meekins at your service, sir. I've asked to meet with the bailiff at this court who let the magician escape. Let me try to make this as absolutely clear as possible for you, sir. It was me, sir. But you were a regular police officer once, right? Sometimes bad things happen to good people, sir. Something tells me it's a long story. Let's not go there. So, you were in charge of security at the time of the vanishing? I'm dying over here. Oh, it's a hard knock life, sir. Thrown out of the precinct, lost my friends, my girl, and even my wallet. Guess I wasn't the only victim. Okay, let's go ahead and talk to him. The last time we met, you were a police officer, right? In fact, you're still wearing a uniform. Sir, I wish I didn't have to tell you this, But last year, tragedy struck a rising star at the precinct. I lost my case files 4 times in 3 days. They fired me. That takes real talent, actually. They don't know what they're missing. So here I am, sir, forced to start from square one, a lowly bailiff. But your uniform. I took it with me as a souvenir the day I was fired. That can't be legal. So, you were the one who let the magician get away that day. I'm dying over here. A star rises among the court bailiffs, full of hope. Then, tragedy strikes. Is there anything you can tell me about it? About Zach Grammarly's disappearance? Oh, the humanity! That's enough of that. Why, yes, I'd say it was around 2 p.m. when I heard a commotion in court. I opened the door to see what might be amiss. The door slams open, slam, and some guy's face is right there in front of me. Face. So, you saw someone suspicious coming your way. Yes, and I, being a bailiff of little standing, I gave chase. I chased that still cat all the way down the hall, sir. I have a diagram of the court building here. Aha! There's courtroom number 7. That's where I was, sir. All by myself, nary a friend to call my own. Okay. In which way did Zach Grammarly run after bursting through the courtroom door? He went up like this and around the corner like that. So I, with no delay, ran after him with no delay. When I turned the corner, I saw the magic man run into the defendant lobby. Swiftly I ran. Following him, I threw myself boldly into the room. Why, I remember it like it was right there, because it was. Lobby number 2, sir. You ran into this room? I don't see any place to hide in here. Believe it or not, sir, I didn't believe it. Here, in this room, the magician, gone. Vanished like a puff of smoke. Except there wasn't even any smoke. He was just gone. That's impossible. Yes, that word. Oh, how many times have I said that word? Even the sound of it causes me indescribable pain. I'm dying. I'm dying over here. Okay, I won't say it again, promise. But you have to admit, it's difficult to vanish into thin air. Did you search the lobby? I searched. Why the pause? There was nothing here at all, sir. That's right, nothing was here, sir. How can he talk so loud and still be hiding something? So Zach was in this room when he vanished. Absolutely, sir. I saw him with my own eyes. That red silk hat, that flowing cape, he ran right in here, right inside this room. Silk hat? Cape? That's Zach, alright. But sir, look at the room. There's not a single place to hide. Sir, there was nothing I could do, but nothing, sir. What about now? Have any ideas? Sir! Ideas about what exactly, sir, if you don't mind me asking? You've had quite a bit of time since then. Has nothing occurred to you at all? Do you have any idea what trick he might have used to just disappear like that? Psyche locks. I should have known. My Magatama, one of my most prized possessions, which I got during a certain case. It can show me the locks on people's hearts. And if I can unlock their hearts, they'll tell me their secrets. The Magatama starts it all. And the Magatama ends it. Okay. Oh crap. Oh, here we go. So we have to present the Magatama. Much like we do with Apollo's bracelet. There we go, we got it figured out. The disappearing trick. Okay, Mr. Meekins. What do you know? Spit it out. Hey! What's with the atmosphere in here all of a sudden? You know something, and I'm gonna find out what. Zach Grammarly vanished from this room. How'd he do it? But how, sir? Well, sir, I can't say as I... Sir! Why are you so nervous you aren't hiding something? Well, sir, you see, at the time, sir, I was here and... Listen, it was impossible. What could such a little girl possibly do anyway? What did you just say? Sir, did I just say something, sir? No, you screamed it through that megaphone of yours. There was someone else in the room, wasn't there? Sir, I'm gonna have to invoke my right to remain in a state of not talking. That's okay, Meekins. You don't have to tell me who Zach's accomplice was. I know who was in here in that room that day. And the little girl happens to be Chusi Enigma. Zach Gramercy's daughter already dresses the part of a magician to the hilt. Sir, I've never seen that girl until just the other day. Mr. Meekins, I'm not buying it. Sir! Sir, that day, she was here, in the room, sir. But he wasn't. You mean, you chased her into this room, not him? Sir, in my days as a police officer, literally days, I learned a thing or two. Okay, just one thing, but it was how not to mistake a girl for a 7-foot-tall magician. 7 feet? Zach isn't that tall, is he? You have a point. I find it hard to imagine anyone would mistake a little girl for Zach Gramercy. But you saw something, and therein lies the trick. I think you know what it was, Mr. Meekins. Tell me, does this trick look familiar? And we are gonna present the amazing Mr. Hat. What's that? That girl's favorite trick, the amazing Mr. Hat. She uses it in her show down at a Wonder Bar. Have you been to the Wonder Bar? So, it wasn't a waking dream, was it, sir? Come again? That night on stage, I saw a vision, except it wasn't a vision. It was a hat. An amazing Mr. Hat. He really exists. Unlock successful. Okay, now we can get somewhere. We can talk about the vanishing trick. I remember it clearly, though the details are a little vague. Zach Gramercy exited the courtroom. I gave chase and quartered him in the corner room, sir. Zach Gramercy, don't even think you can escape Meekins. Down on your hands. Full on your head. Hello? Something the matter, mister? No, that is... Sir, I'm currently chasing a suspect, sir. Zach Gramercy, do you know him? Oh, I love Zach Gramercy. His magic is the best. I'm his biggest fan. I see. That's why you're wearing the costume we're wearing. Anyway, that very same Zach came into this room. But no one's been here except me. But he has to be in here somewhere. Under the sofa, in the trash can, behind the painting, under the rug. So, Chusi was his accomplice. Imagine my astonished surprise when 1 week later, I just happened to walk in a bar and see him. Mr. Hat. I couldn't believe my own eyes. For a while, I thought it had all been a long dream. Dream that lasted a week? But it wasn't the magician who disappeared. It was Mr. Hat. Though it seems complex, what really happened that day was quite simple. You were standing by the door, and out came Zach. But that wasn't all. Another person got in on the act, and she was standing in front of lobby number 2. Along with Mr. Hat. Ah, and that's the beauty of it, isn't it? So, while you were standing in shock and amazement, the magician rounds the corner, and most likely runs through the closest door into lobby number 1. This is where you come in. You turn the corner in rather lukewarm pursuit, and at the very moment, Chusi runs into lobby number 2. Then all she has to do is tuck away the amazing Mr. Hat. Sir, I only lost sight of him for the briefest of moments. Then I saw that cape, Zach Gramercy's red cape, fluttering like a cape. Astounding, sir. All my days of posing queries and making inquiries and chasing quarries wasted. It was as if I could see them melting away like an ice cream cone left by the side of the road to die, or the scattered remains of a messily eaten chocolate parfait. Such sweet sorrows. I'm sorry. I had no idea how much you'd suffered on account of this case. It's an honor, sir. I've apologized to people many, many times, sometimes more than once. But this is the first time anyone's ever apologized to me. Actually, about that girl. I'm sort of her guardian now. Is that so? Sir, you should know that I harbor no real feelings whatsoever in my harbor. Okay. I let the defendant escape. That's the stone-cold truth. Just another step on my way from singing the blues to wearing the blues. Someday, sir, I'll be standing side by side with the great detective Gumshoe. Mr. Meekins, this is a free ticket to the show. This is a free ticket to the show at the Window Bar. If you want it, it's an honor, sir. Sir, I can't count the number of things that have taken from me, sir. But no one's ever given me anything for free. Right, I'll see you in court next time then, sir. I'll look forward to it. All our eyes were on Zach Gramery that day in court until his mysterious disappearance. Now part of the mystery has been revealed, but the magician remained out of sight. It would be 7 years before I met him again. And we got a checkmark there, so we got defendant lobby number 2 done. And now we're automatically going to be going to the present here. And the next time I see you guys, we are continuing things on here. We're going to be going to the present day and investigating the Worst Bull Club. So hopefully you guys are looking forward to that. But thank you guys so much for watching this. Hope you guys are enjoying this series so far. I will see you guys again next time.